All right, guys, my name is Dream Chaser Jazz from Coded Sis. Welcome to the Black Girl Tech Club. Today we will be building a personal portfolio website. So we will start by opening up your version of Visual Studio. Just go to File, New Project, and I will be using an MVC web app for this project. So I'm just going to search here and click Next. I'll go ahead and name my project and click on Create. All right, now let's jump over to the program file. We'll go ahead and expand these folders here. And I will start off by actually adding my data model here. We're going to call it project. I'm going to add ID for a unique identifier, give it a title, set it equal to an empty string, add the description, add my setters and getters, empty string here. And I also want an image URL just in case we want to import photos, as well as a link URL so we can link out to projects like on GitHub. Okay, let's jump back up here to the home controller. Just take a look at the code here. All right, let's go ahead and add a list of projects. Set it equal to a new project, or new list of projects rather. So the very first project in my list, I want it to be this website. So we'll go ahead and set the ID. We'll set the first title, the description. Just in case we want to use any images. And finally, the link URL. So this will be the link to our project on GitHub. Perfect. Now let's do a new project object, title 2. And so notice we are hard coding these projects, but if we were to tie this to a database, of course we could pull everything from the database. We could pull the ID number, the title, the description, the image URL, and even the GitHub link. Or we can just hard code it depending on how many projects we have. So in this particular case, we don't have very many for this example, but if we did, we could definitely throw everything in the database. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, so now I want to do routes for each page that we'll have. Our about page, our projects page, and our contact page. And of course, a details page for each individual project. And we'll look it up by the ID. A little validation here. Okay, let's jump down to the shared layout. Okay, so let's run it. So as you can see, we haven't updated any of our views, so we just want to make sure we don't have any errors. Now let's get started. We will start with our general layout here. So the layout is pretty simple. We'll add a new title. Now for the body, here's the header portion. We can get rid of that default code there. Keep it very simple for the header. So we'll start with a link to the home page. Let's just copy this here, and now we can update it. We need a link to our about page, we need a link to our projects page. And we need a link to our contact page. All right. And they're all going to the same controller, our home controller. So there we go. All right, notice our links appear. They're all kind of tucked together, but that's okay for now. We'll get that updated. All right, and now for our home page. So add a header here. And just a brief statement just describing what this page is, what it's doing. And now run it, just make sure everything runs correctly, looks good. All right, let's keep going. Go ahead and add another view for my About page. We'll start with the title. Go ahead and add a header. And we can add whatever we want really in this paragraph. So you would want to, so for your About Me page, you would basically just want to add maybe like a paragraph, a short paragraph or what have you, just about yourself and what you're trying to do with this website. So I'm just going to enter like some sample text here. Of course, you could add a little razzle dazzle. Let's add a projects page. So this is going to be the page that we use to list out all of our projects. And we want to enumerate them because we're expecting to have multiple projects. Let's go ahead and add a title here, header. So we just want to detail this out. So a little validation here. If there are no projects available, then we just want to write that out. Otherwise, we want to enumerate them. So we'll use a for each. So for each project in our model, we want to list the project title. We want to show an image of the project, so sort of like a thumbnail, if you will. And finally, we want to add description of the project. I want to check to see if there is a link available. So this is the link that's like going out to GitHub or what have you, depending on where the project is stored. And if there is a link available, then we just want to go ahead and add it in there. Okay, and that'll take care of listing out every project that we have available. Perfect. Now let's add our contact page. So this is a page that's especially important if you're creating this portfolio for career opportunities. You want people to have a way to contact you. So again, feel free to add some razzle dazzle. I'm going to make mine pretty plain here because this is just a sample. So we would want to list maybe an email address for people to contact us via email. And we've also given them the ability to be able to click on that email as well to send an email using their default client, as well as a link to our GitHub directory where they can kind of take a look at all of our work if they want. Our LinkedIn for any recruiters or anyone who wants to see like our digital resume. All right, let's save it and run it. All right, there's our homepage, there's our about, list of projects, and contact. Perfect, that's exactly what we were expecting. So now let's jump over here, take a look at our CSS. So our CSS is pretty plain, but if we want, we could do some font updates here. Arial sans serif is kind of the basic. Update our margin and our padding. We'll use this header tag here. Let's just add a color. So I'm gonna pick a color I like. My favorite color is magenta, so I will use that. Add some padding there for our headers. Perfect. All right, now our header navigation. Add some padding there so we can get some space between the names of each page. Perfect, it's spaced out, but we need to change the color of the text. Let's change it to black so we can see it on that white background. Perfect, now you see each link is spaced out. We can see it. Awesome. So, like I said, feel free to add some razzle dazzle, as much razzle dazzle as you'd like to your personal portfolio website. But this is what you can use to sort of hand out to recruiters or just use in your job search in general. Thanks for watching.